The Saints get their first win and looking to go back-to-back dubs. This will be the first time winning 2 games in a row since week 1 and 2 last season. We all saw that second game when they smacked the Cowboys. BTA we thought the Saints were going to the Super Bowl. I thought the Saints were going to the Super Bowl after what they did to the Cowboys last year. Man, they looked unstoppable. And then they went on and didn't win another game for like 8 or 9 weeks. It was so crazy how everything unfolded, for sure. But now, whole new regime, new coaching staff, new everything. It's a lot of new over there. Spencer Rattler has been impressive to me all season. I've been saying it since week 1. He's a guy that loves to compete. He's not looking to be a placeholder. He's looking to be the franchise guy. He's looking to be the franchise quarterback for the New Orleans Saints from now for the foreseeable future. He's playing that way at a high level, man. I really like Spencer Rattler, and he's starting to get his weapons more involved too. Finally hit a big shot to Rashid Shaheed, went 87 yards on a big touchdown. Got to get Chris Olave going more, Alvin Kamara more involved. But I like the Saints, and I think that they can get this win against the Patriots, who's coming off a high after beating the Buffalo Bills last week.
I think the big thing for New England is avoiding that emotional letdown right after a primetime win in Buffalo. I mean, that's no small win to go up there and do that.
No,
and
no question. No question.
Big plays down the stretch to set you up to do that. But I think for New Orleans, to your point with Spencer Rattler, I've been really impressed with it. When he was coming out of South Carolina, there was this gunslinger element to him where there was like he lived on that edge, and like there was times where it was like he went over the edge with the recklessness of trying to make too much happen. But then you reflect on, he's thrown 1 interception this season. He's getting sacked on less than 5% of his dropbacks. So he's avoiding the negative plays that are like the drive-killing kinds of mistakes or set a team up on a short field. And for that maturity from Spencer in his second season, I think is the part of his game that you're most impressed by. I mean, he had an interception on more than 2% of his attempts last year. Right now it's at 0.5%. Like he's cut that by like a quarter or by 3 quarters.
3 quarters.
So, and his sack rate was 9% last year versus it's 4.8 this year. So those drop-offs in growth for Spencer, I think there's some responsibility there that you could probably nod to Kellen Moore with how good of an offensive coach I think he is, and getting his hands on a young guy like this that you can mold. And to your point with the weapons, the one thing about New Orleans, man, they got speed on the outside, whether it's Chris or Shaheed. Like they're getting Taysom Hill back as kind of a fun do-it-all kind of player for you. So they're not short on weapons. It's really just about learning to walk that balance between being the proper amount of aggressive to not put the ball in harm's way, but facilitate some of those big plays down the field.
I want to talk about 2 other weapons too, Kyle. You mentioned Olave, Shaheed, Taysom Hill coming back. They got some more weapons up front. These 2 young tackles. And like I say, I'm showing love to the trenches all night. That's what we're doing tonight. These 2 young tackles, Kelvin Banks Jr., Talise Fuaga, these guys are weapons as well. They're both sitting right now with a 64 PFF overall grade, but there's solid grades right now. It's so much room for growth and improvement with these guys. I can see elite traits from both. The pass set fire consistently, hand timing, hand placement. They still have more to learn, more tools to add to their toolbox that will make them more dangerous. Maybe not right now, but I am super excited for these guys' future. As you talked about duos, tackle duos, we talked about Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata. These tools, they will start to find their way into the conversation of duos. And I think it'll start to happen in the early parts of their career. Both of these guys really have everything that you're looking for when you're looking at offensive linemen and tackles specifically. They show a lot to be excited about for the future. I can't wait to watch the evolution of their games throughout their career, and that bodes well for Spencer Rattler and the rest of those weapons on the outside. What are you seeing from these 2 young guys?
Yeah, I remember doing both the college evals on both these guys when they came out, and it was just like the raw athleticism and what they're able to do at their size when they get in space, whether that's on the second level or the front side of point of attack when we're running outside. That athleticism is so apparent for both of them. I love that the selection of Banks allows them to move Fuaga back to right tackle, where obviously he was a right tackle at Oregon State, goes over to the left side, is now back over on that right hand side, and both of these guys as guys that have displacement ability and power,
Mm-hmm.
but athleticism to play in space. Like to your point about what you're looking for, this isn't like a light in the trunk kind of guy that, hey, we can stretch out the point of attack on wide zone, but if a guy's going to take me down the middle and I got to drop my anchor, I'm going to struggle to do it. Like they have all of it, and it's to your point that it's just that refinement of the technique, that as they continue to grow and mature and get older, should only allow them to have very healthy periods of time in which they're in their prime, health willing. And I think it's a great foundation for them to kind of explore what this next chapter under Kellen Moore looks like.
For sure. For sure. The Saints were beneficiaries of 5 turnovers last week. The Giants turned the ball over 5 times, and that helped the Saints secure this win. Not to say that they will get 5 turnovers this week as well, but I think they get a couple, and they upset the Patriots. That's crazy to say. Not upset. They beat the Patriots. Why would I say upset? That's crazy. Patriots not that good. They got them a little win against Buffalo, and I appreciate that because I hate them folks. But it's not an upset.
You're
Saints
talking
beating
my
the
language.
Patriots. Saints beating the Patriots. That's just what's supposed to happen. I got the Saints in this one, Kyle. I will go more of a lower scoring game. No, I'll take that back. A closer game. I'll go 23-21 Saints.
I was going to say 23-20, where I'm right there with you.
Thank you so much for tuning into the set with T Stead. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We are here every Monday, every Thursday, live on the set. Peace.